Oh, hey, bikers, welcome back to the channel. We are hanging out here just south of the city. You can see the city just over there. Gonna go do a gravel ride, one of our gravel rides that's very close to the city, and it's called the Laughing Horse Loop. And so the Laughing Horse Loop is about 42 kilometers with quite a bit of elevation in it, because the area that we're riding in is known, I guess, mostly with roadies as being a really lumpy with area south of the city to train on with big hills. Some call the area the road to Nepal, alluding to perhaps big hills and mountains. And while the hills aren't super big, there is quite a bit of wind almost all the time down here, and some long climbs. And we're gonna sniff out a bunch of the gravel in the area and try to avoid as much of the pavement as we can. So before we get to the loop itself, we have to do a little bit of riding on Highway 22X, which isn't generally that terrible because the shoulder is quite wide, and the rest of it is in the secondary roads. So let's get at it. But first we're gonna ride a little sneaky single track up onto the highway on a dead end road because I have my own parking spot here. You can see behind me. All right, so we're about 10K in, and right behind me, you can see the Granary Road complex. So there's washrooms and water and businesses and food and all kinds of things there. I'm not sure if you can park there. I think you can, but check it out before you decide to park there. But yeah, we're about 10K in, and we're gonna do a little bit more pavement and then back onto some gravel here. So there's Granary Road. Remember that spot, check it out. And ooh-wee. Oh. So yeah, about those hills. Whew. Definitely lumpy here, up and down. Beautiful, hardly any traffic, you know. There's a car coming up towards me here, but since I started riding, I think I've only had a handful of cars kind of coming past me on most of the route. It's amazing. Beautiful day out here. I do apologize for the wind noise. I'm having mic issues. So this route has, you know, although we would classify it as a gravel route, and so it's not exclusively gravel, but that's kind of what makes it nice. You know, a bit of fun gravel, spice it up. These little rural roads where nobody's on them except the locals. Little marshes everywhere. It's really peaceful. No noise, just the wind. You should definitely come check it out. So close to Calgary. Ooh. There's my beautiful Richie. Treat me pretty nice. Man, up and up and up. You know, I don't think we're at the top of the whole ride yet, but I also don't know if you can see behind me, way in the distance is Calgary. But how cool is that, hey? Let's see, maybe if I can zoom in for you. One of the really cool things about this route is that it goes right past the Leighton Art Centre, which is behind me, and the entrance is just over there. It's open Tuesdays to Sundays usually, and if you're up for a little bit of a break and to check out some art, you should pop in there and check beforehand to see what exhibitions might be happening, and I will leave a link to the Leighton Art Centre in the information below. Today it's closed, unfortunately. We didn't get to stop in there. But yeah, make sure you pop in here if you're looking kind of for, let's say, a mid-ride break. All right, let's keep on rolling. fun descent. Now we're on some more gravel, most of the way back to the car. This road we're on here will take us up to the Laughing Horse Ranch, which I have no affiliation with other than I love the name. And they have a sign on the road, so we'll see if we can get a shot of their cool ranch entrance. Okay, this ride's hard for me, so let's talking for a little bit here. Whew. Oh, yeah. That was awesome. Although that last climb coming up here to get over the top there, that last sort of gravel climb, that was really tough. Oh, now that I think about it, every time I've come up that hill, it's always been hard, and I don't think it matters what bike I've been on. Right on, so that's pretty much the end of the Laughing Horse loop. We're just a couple hundred meters away from the 22X highway, which we have to do a few kilometers on to kind of close the loop, but pretty much that was all the good stuff. And what a nice ride. Okay, so maybe not half and half gravel, maybe more like 2/3 quiet rural side road, chip seal, and maybe a third gravel, which is still awesome. And yeah, what a nice day. It was just starting to spit on me a little bit, so maybe I'm gonna get a little rain on before I make it back to the car, but otherwise beautiful. So yeah, if you're gonna come down this way, my biggest advice would be to give the elevation profile a good look, and respect for all the ups and downs, because it's pretty much you're just constantly going up and down, and there's lots of fairly steep pitches where you're getting into the sort of 10, 11, 12% pitches that really slow you down. So just be aware of that. If you're coming down this way, it's a pretty tough little ride, even though it's not very long. And if you do end up doing the loop, please leave us a comment or leave us a message on the route itself and let us know how it went. So that's me, Mr. Bike, checking out from the Laughing Horse Loop. See you next time.